What's up? What's up? Just getting everything hooked up. Friday vibes. Here we go. Friday vibes. What up, everyone? What up? What up? What up? Let me pick my seat up, son. Who we got? Who we got? Jay Bugsy, La Familia Friday. Yeah. What's up? Yeah, Detroit, Goodfoot. What's the deal? NYG. All right, so today, like every Friday, what we do is we're in both Instagram and YouTube. What up, June Lee? What's going on? Bricky Williams, JL Melson, NYG Supremacy. That's funny with the eyes, son. Mike, what up? Um, got the Brooklyn repping for home team today. Defected auxiliary. Now, yeah, nice, nice. For the people in Instagram, oh man, I might have pressed the wrong thing. What I would like for you guys to do, damn it, is Q U. Whoops, let me try this again. Yeah, it is. I Q E T V. Thank you, Bricky Williams. I appreciate that. June Bugsy, Jay Bugsy, thank you, baby. Thank you. We got the super chats and the super stickers happening over YouTube. So, ladies and gentlemen, here on Instagram, Fart Pedal, what's going on? Salute, man. That's crazy that y'all are here. Reef, what's going on? Night chat, yes, Friday nights, man. That's dope, Fart Pedal. Um, so the people here on Instagram, yes, that's a dope track, son. Thank you. Thank you for that. The people on Instagram, what's going on, Mir Depp? So for the, excuse me, I don't know why I'm yelling so much. Feed the lost NFT. So for the people, what's going on, Wildcard? What's the deal? Salute to you. Skrillard, what's the deal? So yo, the people here on Instagram, you see what I pinned at qunique TV? Heisenberg, what's going on? If y'all could go to YouTube, that's the handle right there, at qunique TV. That's my channel handle right there. I appreciate it because starting next year, I won't be using Instagram for lives. It'll be strictly YouTube and Twitch. So if you can make it over to YouTube, I would greatly appreciate it. Crate Science, what's the deal? Mad love to you, Wildcard. Mad love to you. And thank you for having me on the track. Peace. For reals. Thank you. Thank you. Bananas going through. Thank you, Bananas. No sound effects today. Today is a chill day. What June? What song are you talking about? The song that you just met? Are you talking about the song I did with uh Wild Card and Right Hook? Is that what you're talking about? Yeah. So Wild Card. I know you. So I'm talking to both YouTube and Instagram simultaneously. Detroit Throwers and Mr. JMT. That's what's up. So the song that I did with Wild Card, it got at me by, it wasn't something that, it was a surprise. It was one of those things where Leeds Entertainment had reached out to myself and Bill and asked if we, what's up, Matthew? Um, collab with Cannibal Ox Group. I never collab with Cannibal Ox, but I know the homies in Cannibal Ox, but I never got a chance to work with them. So the song I did with Right Hook and Wild Card was I was contacted by Leeds Entertainment, and we all just got together and put together what I think is a really cool song because it's for me personally. If y'all know me, Y'all know that I'm a dual genre artist. So when you listen to the production, it has elements of rock, elements of hip hop. Everybody could spit. You know, everybody got skill on the track. The vocals are dope on the chorus, and so ultimately that you know, as far as if there was any behind the scenes stuff, there's no like real story to tell. It was like one of those one and done type of situations, from what I understand. Thank you, Matthew. A A5150, what's going on? But I'm glad to be a part of it. It's a dope track, and I'm glad that they reached out to me. You know, it's right up my alley. It's perfect. So yeah, CeeLo's 4140. What's the deal? So yo, for those who are on Instagram, you see what I pinned at qunique TV. That's the handle on YouTube. If you can make it over to the YouTube channel, I would greatly appreciate it, man. It would mean a lot to me. Thank you. Repping for Madball today. Yes, sir. Got some leftover pecan pie, Goodfoot? That's what's up, man. I got some pumpkin pie. Shit is yummy as shit. Um, so in other news, um, here's what's going on. I uh I have a single. I have my what's up, Billy Ballantyne? What's the deal? The final Q. So I'm wrapping up 2025 with one more single dropping December 12th. Um, it's called "Put It in the Air." It's like a song about manifestation and just Winnipeg. I'm ready to go on just tour. Period. It's just one of those things where I just everything has to be put together. I got to do the work in order to get some dates and stuff. So I'm guessing that there's some. Thank you, Billy. I'm guessing that there's going to be some shows next year and all of that stuff. I love your Vengeance is Mine album. I really don't know about it until you had it on sale. Oh, thank you, man. What's crazy is that you have the CD, and definitely, Billy. You have the CD, but the one that's streaming is the more updated version, and the rhyme you're gonna hear a difference in some of the rhymes, but not all of them. That CD, the original CD, was done 2003, 2004. No new Arsonist album in the works currently right now, but we've been, you know, just putting up content and just reminding people about the Arsonists a little bit. But there's no new album happening. I knew of Styles of Beyond. I just didn't know them. Uh, Bergnuts, what's the deal? So Billy, what I'm talking about so I'm doing YouTube and Instagram at the same time. Uh, we're talking about Vengeance is Mine, and thank you, Goodfoot. When I re-released it for the 20th anniversary, I changed some of the lyrics to certain songs. Jay Bugsy, I have so that's dope that you're asking about that. But that's the CD we're talking about. Vengeance is Mine. Um, so here's the schedule. Here's the release schedule. One more song for this year. It's called "Put It in the Air." It's a positive song. It's a song of encouragement. It's a song about manifestation. Yes, yes, Detroit, you got it right there. Jose, I have some songs with Destroy. I'm gonna name where they're at. That's what's up, Billy Ballantyne. Thank you for that. Thank you. So there's one more song this year called "Put It in the Air." Comes out December 12th. And then Lovely Havens, what's going on? Um, Santi Distro, what's going on? So one more song this year called "Put It in the Air," and then next year there's a lot happening for me musically. So as far as qunique is concerned, um, I'm wrapping up an album. It's a collab album with myself and DJ Rhetmatic. He did all the beats. He's doing all the scratches. What's the deal, Jeg? Nino Brown, what's going on? So it's me and Rhetmatic. I got the features. All the features are done but one. Waiting for one feature. And that album comes out next year. Thank you, thank you. I appreciate that. No, I don't overcharge for merch. I don't overcharge for merch. If anything, the only thing that's going to be expensive, and it's not my fault, it's more of a government thing, is that the taxes and all of that stuff has definitely increased. And so, but I have, obviously none of us have control over that. So it's one of those things that I try to keep the pricing fair and modest, but it's one of those things where I don't know what I just did, man. It's one of those things where I'm doing my best to navigate through where shipping has just, like, the prices for shipping is just, it's one of those things where it is what it is. It's like gas prices, shipping prices, everything is just going up, up, up. And so it's like, thank you, June Lee. I appreciate that. Remember, December 12th, new qunique track dropping December 12th. And if you want, Angelus, what's going on? Thank you, Jag. I did. Thomas, what's going on? Welcome. So thank you, Goodfoot. Need another 14 years of rap. That'd be dope, J Bugsy. So, all right. So I have an album that's dropping myself, and I'm chilling, Angelus. I'm. Thank you, June Lee. What's up, Reef? So listen, if I'm trying to get, what's up, Adam? What's going on? So if you want to pre-save so you don't forget, just go to qunique.com. Go to qunique.com, q-unique.com, and right there on the homepage is the link that you could pre-save the new single that drops on December 12th. Just hit up there and or I think on Instagram as well as YouTube and in the link tree, the pre-save link is there as well. I believe it is. And so you could just pre-save it and just not even have to think about it because it'll pop up as you pre-save. So that's why I put it up so early. I'm also, this happened, it was kind of unpredictable, but I'm also working on another album. Czech Republic, what's going on? Thank you, Thomas. I appreciate that. I had a lot of fun at Hip Hop Camp. That was an amazing thing. Thank you, Angelus. I'm working on another album that's more where I'm producing most of it again, just like the last thing that I did where I produced everything was the Pound for Pound album, if you haven't heard it. But I'm working on another album. It's going to be some, that kind of like qunique production, boom bap shit. And Fieldy played bass on a couple of the tracks again. And I'm having fun. So it'll probably be a 2-album year as far as qunique is concerned. And then after that, aside from that, Jeg, I'm definitely going to be working on doing some shows next year. Obviously, New York is a priority for me. It's hometown, but I will definitely have everything announced and on the website and posted and all of that once I know where I'll be. I love that, Adam. That's dope. Aside from all the qunique stuff, Mother Fuzz's next single, my band Mother Fuzz, our next single will be dropping in January. And then from what I understand, it looks like we'll be dropping a single every month. Oh man, I'm missing. What's the hardest KRS song that you want to be someone's ear that never listened to KRS? That's a dope question, man. Oh, can I see your questions here? I can. Oh, snaps. Give me a second because I'm going to put this over here because I'm missing y'all questions, man. and I'm getting frustrated. Give me a second. I just gotta make sure nothing is on. Okay, let me turn this off. Unplug that, unplug that, unplug that, unplug that. Boom! Now I can pay attention to y'all because I'm missing all the YouTube questions. I'm missing. They don't stick on the phone. Memories of House of Nubian, man. Yo, that I used to sell my mixtapes there, man. And buy my I used to wear Nubian musk and Egyptian musk. Today I listen to Rhyme Time Travel. Thank you, Reef. I appreciate that. Who's going to Art Basel? I don't know. I'm not. The hardest KRS shit that I think here, yo, that's a dope question. Then we'll get back into announcements a little bit. So I think people should go I definitely need to do a Florida show for reals. I think people should go back and listen to the Sex and Violence album by KRS-One. If you watch Kenny Parker's what up, Light Chaser? If you watch Kenny Parker's show on YouTube, he talks about that album, and it's fascinating because. And Crazy Legs, who's in the YouTube chat right now, he could agree because we was bumping that album like crazy. Nia's, what's going on? Cream Puff, what's going on? Emar, yes, Love's Gonna Get You is the shit. But that Sex and Violence album, so unfortunately, I'm gonna paraphrase what Kenny Parker said about the Sex and Violence album. When KRS and the BDP crew had the altercation with Prince B from what the fuck was the name of the group, man? Somebody help me out. Prince B's group. What was the name of that group? Jag, you know what? I did that once. I'll explain in a second. Anyway, when Real Dead, what's going on? When KRS had the altercation, PM Dawn, thank you, Crazy Legs. So when KRS-One had the altercation with PM Dawn, unfortunately, in the industry itself, they kind of blackballed KRS for the Sex and Violence album. They kind of like turned their backs on him, the industry heads, and it's fucked up because the album is fucking flawed. Now I'm not saying the obvious KRS songs because I just want to because when you're asking me about KRS, it's one of those things where I just want to like get into something that I feel like is forgotten. I got you, Matthew. So that album to me, because of that situation, it kind of like it fucked up the sales. It fucked up them working it. They were like trying to teach KRS-One a lesson, and unfortunately, they took advantage of. Of course, KRS won that battle. Like no disrespect to Nelly, I don't know Nelly's work like that. I know his hits, but I don't know his ability. But it's like to me, KRS is just that guy. For me, I am a KRS-One fan. So it's like, nah, I'm not happy. So the Sex and Violence album is the one I remember. So from my catalog, what would I recommend? That's a dope question. I would recommend Cult Leader in Capital on the Mechanic album. I would recommend the new version of The Ugly Place and Me That's Who on, that's streaming, not off the CD, the streaming version. Those are three. Crack era, dope, dope like energy. Um, and then I would go to the Stillwell bag for a second, and I would put street metal. A lot of people like that song, man, and it came out cool. So CeeLo's Green Grass Questions, yeah, those are good songs too. But for working out type shit, you mean KRS battling? To me, KRS battling the Juice Crew is what put him on everybody's radar because he was one against the whole, well, most of the crew. Because I know Kane didn't get in on that, but but him going up against the Juice Crew is to me is the most legendary moment of his battle career. You know what I mean? If Carl Thomas or Genuine One, of course. At this point in my career, when it comes to collaborating, I don't think that I would say when it comes to like collaborating with established artists, I don't know if there's many that I would say no to. It depends. It depends. It depends. You know, I I would have to see the situation, and it's not even about money. It's just more of what am I going to bring to the table? Like for instance, a lot of people don't know this. Oh, no doubt, Matthew. A lot of people. Where was I going with this? Um, Damn it. I got distracted. Asylum, what's going on? Asylum Corn Tribute, what's going on? What's going on? Welcome to Friday Vibes. We was talking about shit. I forgot what I was saying. I hate when I do that. But damn it. Anybody remember what I was saying? Oh my god, yo, what a trip. Aside from that, oh yeah, that part we got. There was something I said after that, CeeLo. So I just like lost my train of thought. But as I'm trying to get my memory back, I was Jag. I know that's what fucks me up. I got to stick to the script. So as I thank you, Nance. I forgot. The Machiavelli, what's the deal? So, yo, ladies and gentlemen, this is going to be added to the website. I just found a whole stash of Vengeance is Mine posters, and they're going to be on the website along with the Between Heaven and Hell posters. And what we're going to do is we're going to offer like a 2-poster deal, right? It'll be like 2 for like 10, something like 2 for 10, 2 for 15. And oh yeah, Reef, those are dope, 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 dope songs. The Machiavelli, peace. I will, Detroit. So uh the way I'm gonna be selling these posters though is that, and it's not really a big deal. It's just for me as somebody that is I'm a merch buyer like everybody else. Nitty McNuggets, sup, son? Um, and sometimes when I sign posters for y'all and I mail them, there's a part of me that kind of gets like, ugh, because I have to fold them to put them in the envelope. And I'm one of those dudes that I prefer to not have creases in my posters. And so with this batch of this 2-poster deal, what I want to do is mail them in poster tubes. And that's why I have to charge a little bit because those poster tubes are like, I don't know, like I think they're like $5 for per tube. And then to mail them is a little extra because of the size or whatever. But It'll be Vengeance is Mine. Let me see if I can open it. It'll be the Vengeance is Mine poster, see no creases or whatever have you. And it'll be along with the Between Heaven and Hell posters, which I've already been like send out and signing, but I want to offer it. So it'll be like 2 posters. I'll sign them, and in the tube I'll throw like stickers and whatever have you, and you'll have it without the creases. I don't know if that's a big deal to everybody else, but for me, it's like one of those things that's how I would prefer to get my posters. But that's the deal. The CoFlow skate deck, I never seen that. So Reef, I'm gonna answer you right now. So Reef, I don't all qunique vinyl is sold out. All the qunique vinyl is sold out. Got you, Detroit. Thank you, Jag. I appreciate that. So all the what I do have left as far as qunique vinyl is concerned is, and I did it last time. I have some test pressings of the mechanic. I have to charge a little extra for those, but I think I might have 2 more that I might put up for sale. So stay tuned for that, and you'll see, what the deal is on that. Um, I was considering for next year to do this thing. I did it with this company out in France for the mechanic, where it's like you guys would order the vinyl, they press it, and then they send it out, and it'll be like a limited 100 pieces. And I think I'm gonna do it. I think I'm gonna do it for Black Coffee. And the reason why I picked Black Coffee is that, for those that don't know, this Sunday, Black Coffee, the album Black Coffee, will be 9 years old. How crazy is that? 9 fucking years old. So it's gonna be pretty cool. Let me see. You ever get to build with Ron Reed? Oh, no. No, I never did, Nitty. I never did. I have to check that out. Michael, are you talking about the first press into the mechanic? What's up? Thank you, Asylum. Reef. So, but stay tuned, because I might do that for Black Coffee. Black Coffee, for those that probably don't know, Black Coffee is like, out of all my catalog, it's easily one of my favorite albums that I've ever done. It was, I guess I could talk about it a little now. I'm going to talk about it. Outer Space, of course, Machiavelli. Those are the homies, man. I never got to record with them, but I've done shows with them, and I've known them for a long time. Jag, I don't know about that. I know that Amoeba Records is still doing incredibly well here in LA, but it's all about location and what it is that you're selling. And Amoeba Records, when you walk in, it just has an abundance of everything. So, and it's always packed in there. So, and they're right on the fucking strip. So they win. They win, man. They fucking win. So let's talk a little bit about Black Coffee. I'm still going to read your comments and all of that, but this Sunday, like I said, Black Coffee, my album Black Coffee, which was my 3rd album, will be turning 9, which is crazy to me. And what people don't know. Are you talking about the one next to the qunique Mob Deep poster, this black and white photo light chaser? Is that what you're talking about? I'm not sure what you're talking about. Yeah, Nitty. I think Cannibal Ox's Cold Vein is a classic, man. I think that people fell in love with Cannibal Ox because of that album. It's an important album for them. Happy Thanksgiving, Spoon. Have a great weekend. So Light Chaser, this picture right here, I know on YouTube I'm not pointing at the right thing, but on Instagram, That's my group, the Nomads. That was the group I was in before the Arsonists. That black and white photo. That's next to the Q Unique Mob Deep, the Q Unique Mob Deep tour poster. Right next to it is a picture of when I was in the Nomads. That's what that is. Silos, what's the deal, son? Um, so Black Coffee, I do. I used me and L used to hang out a lot, man. Flashback was a great sample. Rage Against the Machine actually okayed that sample. They okayed it personally. They like Matador Records, and everybody was in contact with each other, and they okayed it. Um, the one above it with the black frame. This are you talking? Wait. All right, Light Chaser. I'm gonna go point it out. That sucks. Are you talking about this, or are you talking about that? Let me know. The little one or the one on top? Okay, so Black Coffee was the first time that I ever did an album with no collabs, vocal collabs, no. Oh, that purple piece over here. Are you talking about this, Light Chaser? This one with the purple? Let me know. Um, Jeg, I would definitely consider anything in film where as long as what I'm doing uh, is within my wheelhouse. Um, I've done film that has been straight to DVD. I've done theater in New York City. And for a moment, I was going on auditions and all of that stuff. I love film. I love film in the sense of the craft of acting and putting film together. I'm not looking at it like I want to be famous. Nothing like that. I'm more of I'm more one of those people that admire people that bring skill to music, to film, to whatever art. And I would love to just jump into film. I've been writing like like what I would consider screenplays, but overall I would love to to definitely embark on a journey in film further than what I was doing during the Vengeance is Mine days. Jay Bugsy, that's easy. Big Daddy Kane or Biz Marquee. Stagecraft. Yep. Ooh, Asylum Corn. So Asylum Corn. Right now, I don't have any information about Stillwell right now, but I haven't stopped doing rock music. I have my band Mother Fuzz that is currently streaming everywhere. You could go to my homepage here on Instagram, and you could see it in the bio. It says at Mother Fuzz Official. You could check out some of the music there. Ray Luzier plays drums on everything on the release on all the singles, and but I don't have any updates or any news on Stillwell right now. But thank you. Are any of the arsonists active? As far as doing music, mm, occasionally. Thank you, Asylum. Thank you. Occasionally, the only people that you might see do something here or there is Freestyle, Jice, and sometimes Destroy. But it's not like not. Everybody's into different things now. So what's going on, Stacy? But that's the you know I'm the only one that kind of like stuck to the plan that I had of continuously doing music. Destroys has a successful career right now on Shade 45. He's killing it. He's got his own show. Control Alt Destroy. Freestyle's been doing a lot of club work out in Europe, and everybody's just living their lives and doing good. What's up, Insta G Van? What's the deal? Jag, what's good? Should BET bring the hip hop awards in Soul Train? Nah. You know what, man? I feel like until the music industry could really figure out the streaming situation, I think every award show should be put on hold, and I'll tell you why. When Billboard made that little bullshit, oh, there's no rap in the top 40 this month or whatever. It's like, yeah, because tell the whole story, Billboard. Tell them that you don't know how to calculate what's going on right now because you're confused just like everybody else with streams. And you don't know because you weren't prepared to see where everything ended up. On top of the fact that you got idiots praising AI songs that are going number one. It's a fucking mess. So you kind of look at it like, hey man, maybe we shouldn't be handing out awards right now. Maybe we should be figuring out how to clean up the mess. That's how I see it. So no awards. Later, Machiavelli. I'll see you on Wednesday. So black coffee. It is, Detroit. It is very annoying. And especially when like they're promoting it like on some news, like on a news show, and you're like, what the fuck are y'all doing? Why the fuck would you give that light, man? Like, don't do that. Yo, we should create AI fucking news reporters and see how they like it. And say, look, the AI news reporter is doing way better than the actual news, and kick them right in the ass. It's like, yo, son, what are y'all doing? What are y'all doing, man? So stupid. It's the most ignorant shit in the world, man. It's so dumb. It's fucking dumb. Like you just sit there and you're like, I can't believe that they're doing it, because it's like, this is my job. And every recording artist that's down in the swimming pool, this is our job, man. Like serious artists, like that get up, write their own lyrics, produce their own music and all that shit. This is our job. And now you're fucking with it with your stupid news report. Like, come on. Like, are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Look, this country pop shit, AI, it's number one. It's like, fuck you. And fuck the person that did that. How about that? How about that? With a smile. Unbelievable, man. You can't believe this. We got AI and robots taking over. This fucking Terminator unfolding right before our eyes. And these fuckers want to pick on the musicians first. Like, serious, man? Like, get the fuck out of here, man. Leave us alone. We're struggling as it is with numbers and streams and figuring out how much we're owed, and they're giving us a half a penny per stream. And now these fuckers want to like, look at this country song. It's number one, and it's not even real people. Ah! It's like, fuck you, bro. Sorry, I kind of went on a tangent there. Sorry, man. Sorry. Anyway, I'm not mad. Oh my God. There you go, Light Chaser. It's annoying. It's fucking annoying. And then on top of that, what's crazy is that you got, I've heard rumors of motherfuckers using AI to write rhymes, and it's like, yo, fuck you, bro. Fuck you. No, absolutely not, man. Absolutely not. No. It's bad enough that some of these fucking like chart topping top 40 rappers have ghostwriters, and that's already annoying. Because if you know anything about hip hop itself, the official original rule was you did your own shit. You wrote your own rhymes. And you didn't bite anybody's shit. You didn't copy anybody's shit. You had your own shit. Now we're at the point where there's ghostwriters by the hundreds, and now dudes are using Chat GPT to write rhymes. It's like, yo, what the fuck is wrong with y'all, man? Like serious? Like this that ain't hip hop, yo. It ain't. Sorry, man. Sorry, man. No, I do not agree. No. If you can't write a rhyme, then you don't belong here. It's the same way, like me using Chat GBT to do open heart surgery. Let me type in how to do open heart surgery. I'll read the instructions and I'm gonna fucking fix this patient's heart. Like, come on, son. And I know I went extreme on that. I know I went extreme, but it's like I think you get where I'm coming from. It's painful, man. I've been playing by the rules as far as being an MC, as far as being a musician from the jump. From the jump. Wrote my own shit for this whole journey. And then some asshole's gonna use Chat GBT and an AI. Like, come on. What's the point? I do avoid beef. You're right. You're right. I do. And I avoid beef because it's a waste of time. What are you going to get out of it? To me, if I was going to beef for a living, I'd have been an MMA fighter, man. I would have enjoyed that. That would have been the shit. That would have been productive for me because at least I'm getting paid to fucking beef and fight. Outside of that, what's the point? What's the point? Especially in underground hip hop. What's really the point? Ain't nothing happening. Sorry, man. Thank y'all for letting me go on a tangent. I think I got that off my chest now. There you go, Light Chaser. You know the deal. Yeah, Jag. It's like some of the shit. Some of the shit that happens is like all you could do is scratch your head and be like, yo, what the fuck is this, man? Like, especially in the arts, man, because you don't know sometimes what you're kind of looking at. You know, they push certain actresses or actors, and you're like, but what have they done? Why is this person on my newsfeed? They're brand new. Like, why are they on the newsfeed? Because they got dope PR people and all of that. But it's like, what's the resume, homie? Like, are you gonna show me some fucking like Daniel Day-Lewis or some Robert De Niro type of resume or something? Like, why am I looking at this person? Anyway, I'm going too fucking far, man. We going too far, son. Detroit, you funny, son. Can't write if you can't freestyle. Exactly. Exactly. And if you train in the trenches like I did, like the arsonist did, like nonfiction did, like Jedi Mind Tricks did, like we all came up like that, freestyling and all of that. All of that. But I've always stayed true to like doing my own work. Doing my own work, whether you like it or hate it. Whether it's qunique, Stillwell, arsonist, running with Ill Bill and them, I always did my own shit. Always did my own shit. Period. Whether you like it or not. Not everything I'm gonna write is gonna be dope. Not everything I'm gonna do is gonna be dope to you. But I just do it. It's coming from my soul, so it gets done. Period. But it's me. It's me. I'm the fucking the channel for it. You know what I mean? There you go, Detroit. You know the deal. Thank you, Angelus. I appreciate that. Nah, Jag. You know what, Jag? I don't really pay attention to the TMZ shit. I don't pay attention to any of that. Like, who's in trouble, who did this, who did that. Like, if I see shit come across my desk, and like I said, I'll like when I saw like I saw somebody talking about a rapper using fucking chat GPT or ghostwriters, I'll glance at it to understand what's happening, to be up to date on what the fuck people are doing. But I won't deep dive because it's like if I do, the way I'm wired, as you could see, I'm pretty fucking, I'm like an emotional fucking cyclone sometimes. So it's like too much of that information can make me want to like go out and like fucking spaz. And so instead, it's best for me to just like glance but stay away. It's like it's too much for me. It's just way fucking too much for me to even wrap my head around, man. Good foot. Jay Bugsy. I think the source was hit or miss when it came to ranking albums. Sometimes they were on point, sometimes whatever have you. But I look, this is what I think. Ah, nah, Jake, it's all good, baby. It's all good. Adenosina. I can't answer that. I can't say. Actually, I can. Actually, we paid for that sample. It's an album, the Supernature album by Cerrone, and I forgot the name of the song, but it comes right after the title track, Supernature. It goes into this like real vibey section, and play that section, and you'll hear it. Um, Later, Matthew. Have a great weekend. I don't. You know what? What's up, Andrea? So here's what I think about when people rate rappers or albums or put their list together. I think all of us, including myself, we always have to remind ourselves that that is that individual's opinion. So I believe that you have to, if you're really concerned with, thank you, Silos, if you're really concerned with how good an album is or how good a rap, you have to judge for yourself. You have to judge for yourself. I like I'll I've been guilty of reading reviews and looking at, but as of late, now where I'm at in my career, I don't even bother because it's like it's that person's opinion versus mine. And so it's better for me to just listen to something and come up with my own conclusion. That's the best way for me to see it. Um, Later, Jag. Any magazine, if they're doing a cool article and talking about the behind the scenes of an artist or the behind the scenes of how an album got put together and all of that, that's great. But once they get into the whole TMZ shit, or look at what so and so is wearing, or look, they're getting a divorce, and it's like, so so what? I'm more of a musician. Like, I want to know how the fuck they came up with this album, what made them write that lyric. I'm real simple with shit like that. But when it comes to like the gossip shit, I shy away from it. I don't really care. Yeah, Silos, for real, for real. Joe Italian Ice, what's going on? Yeah, I don't do the gossip shit. Peace, Jag. Have a great weekend. My album Black Coffee turns 9 years old on Sunday. Exactly, Jeg. And that's where I'm at. Fuck TMZ, man. Can't believe people even make money with that shit. Um, you know what I used to call TMZ? The acronym? TMZ? The moron zone. That's what it is. The moron zone. There you go. It's like, serious? Like, like I've been around people that like watch that shit religiously. And they're like the Kardashians and so and you're just like, this is your life, like watching these people like they're in a fish tank. What? And I remember sitting with them, and I was like, and I said it. I was like, you know what TMZ stands for? They were like, what? I was like, the moron zone. They were like, serious? Good for you. A lawyer for real? That's dope, man. Salute to you. That's not an easy. That's not an easy road. Later, light chaser. Taz Manx, for reals, man. I feel you. So I've been trying. I've been trying to get this thought out. Um. Oh, you're talking about the TMZ dude? Is he a lawyer? Is that what it is? Is that what it is? Anyway, fuck them all. My album Black Coffee turns 9 this Sunday, and I'm very fond of that album in particular. Number one, it's because it was the first time that I took on the task of not having any collaborate like any other rappers collaborating with me on that album. I wanted to hold out an album by myself. And on top of that, I got to work with 3 producers from the Brown Bag All Stars. So I worked with J57, DJ Element, and Audible Doctor. And what they gave me, I think, was some of the freshest production, and at that time, lyrically, I felt like I was really on fire because I felt like for that album, I just had something to prove to myself. Because, collaborate, like people looking for features was at a peak at one point where that's all you were seeing was just like people featuring with other people. And I have nothing against it. It's just sometimes when I see an abundance of something as an artist, sometimes I just want to go in a different direction. And so I got together with the Brown Bag All Stars and we did that album. And that album, I believe, came out really, really fucking cool. And it was at a great time. And I was like on fire, writing. And if it wasn't for Audible Doctor, it would have probably been an EP. And he was the one that pushed it into an album. So he definitely gets mad props for that shit. And so I'll be talking about it more in depth on Wednesday because together we'll celebrate the 9-year anniversary of Black Coffee. But I just wanted to give you a little premise, man. That album is very special to me, and I might have some Black Coffee mugs next year. I'm actually excited. I want my own Black Coffee mug. So, but that's the deal. This next episode we'll be talking about Black Coffee because this Sunday was the 9-year. This Sunday coming is the 9-year anniversary. What do you think of Kev Brown? You know what? Because of the way you're asking, I would have to now go back and actually like, not just like, not but pay better attention, and then I can answer better. Because I always feel like any producer always has like dope shit in their repertoire, but when you go back and you pay attention, then you could really weigh out, you know, the overall vibe that you're getting. You know what I mean? So that's the deal with that. Where we at? Jay Bugsy. Have you ever heard the new Kid Capri? Yeah, Kid Capri, yo, lately has been going. You know what? I love his production. And I remember he was doing a live feed and I said something like, yo, how could a motherfucker get a beat? And he was like, I forgot what he said, but it definitely had me hype. And I called Crazy Legs immediately and I was like, yo, get that Kid Capri, tell him to give me some beats. It didn't happen, but Kid Capri is one of them dudes I can only imagine what his hard drives are like in a sense of beats and songs, and because he's been in the game, forever, forever, So he probably sitting on shit that with verses from fucking rappers that we love and adore. He's probably has it on a hard drive somewhere. It's so crazy, man. So who knows? But he's been like rapping on Instagram and all that shit, and he's dope. Kid Capri is so fucking dope. But yeah, that's the deal with Kid Capri, man. Fucking killing it. Let me see what else. Fucking where we at? Okay. Um JB, what's going on? Keep on asking your questions. You know I got you on the answers. But aside from that, don't forget, y'all, if you go to, oh, thank you, Reef. Thank you. I really, really appreciate that, man. So Reef was telling me that Let's Go Vamonos Andiamo, the trilingual song that I did, he loves it. And that's one of those tracks that I was excited to get it done. And when Zach did the beat, man, I was like really fucking hyped. So thank you for that. That's one of those songs that I was really excited to get out. What's going on, Low Dax? What's going on? Um, aside from that, oh, just to remind y'all, if you go to qunique.com, q-unique.com, there's a little sale going on where you could get, let me get it over here. You could get Vengeance is Mine and The Mechanic on CD, 2 for $10. And I signed them and all of that stuff, and you get a free Between Heaven and Hell poster. I signed that. What's up, Pays? Ladies and gentlemen, my homie Pays. That's an OG right there, baby. Oh, man, Pays. Good to see you, brother. Well, virtually speaking. But Pays is a dope lyricist, dope producer, dope person. Love you, Pays. Chilling. So yeah, man. A lot of, like I said, a lot of tunes coming out. Thank you, Silos. Yeah, qunique.com. We got the CDs are on sale right now. Also have there's a commemorative coin that for the 20th anniversary of Vengeance is Mine that's up there. Appreciate you too, Pays. Appreciate you a great deal, man. You know, I see you and I instantly think of how long we've known each other and remembering seeing you for the first time at the New Eureka Poets Cafe on stage killing it. And I remember you had put beats on your shoulder and fucking spit while she was doing beatbox, and you had your homie it was C3PO too. I think I'm trying to remember, it's like so long ago, but I just remember how you fucking was just fucking top notch all the time, baby. Top notch all the time. One of the best. One of the best. For reals. Reef, definitely. What do you think about Kane's Open Your Eyes new shit with RZA producing? Oh, Jay Bugsy, I love anything Kane does, man, because Kane to me is that's what's up, Pays. I thought I fucked it up for some reason. Salute, low Dax, Australia. Yes, Australia in the house. So Reef, writing that song was definitely a challenge in a sense of Silos. I'll answer that in a second. Writing that song was tricky because it, like speaking Spanish and speaking Italian, just without rhyming, it it's it doesn't come super easy to me, but I obviously I could speak. What's tricky when you're writing rhymes in a different language, and I always have to tell people this, it's not necessarily rhyming. It's not. It's the slang. That's where shit, gets loose because in Spanish, when you're rapping in Spanish, you got to remember it's location. So Spanish slang in Puerto Rico is vastly different from Spanish slang in Mexico. Spanish slang in Mexico is vastly different from Spanish slang in Argentina, and so on and so forth. So it's like it's very difficult to connect with slang in these situations. And so because I respect that part of it, I had to keep it very like down the line, just speak Spanish and just speak Italian. Now, I might have tried to twist the actual words into like somewhat of a Q slang or, just, that kind of maneuver. But even in Italian, it's like Northern Italian has a different type of approach to the language than Southern Italy. And then Italians in Italy are different from Italians in Brooklyn, and so it's like it's very complicated. But I just kept it as simple as I possibly could and just made sure that the cadence and the bounce and the rhymes were just cool enough that it just gave you the idea of Q is rapping trilingual, and I think the song came out really cool. So thank you for that, man. I've never done a show in Puerto Rico. I've never done a show in Puerto Rico, surprisingly. But it's not an easy market for underground rappers. Some can pull it off. I would love to do it. I got family out there. I would love to go back to Italy. I got family I never met in Italy, uh, and do a show like in southern Italy because that's where the bulk of my family is at. So Lodax, the song that they're asking me about is a song that I did recently called "Let's Go, Vamonos Andiamo." It's a trilingual rap song. I rap in English, Spanish, and Italian. Um, if you go to the link in my bio, there should be a link to the video. You could check it out. Um, and I wrote it myself. I didn't use Chat GBT. I didn't cheat on my grandmother's grave. I did it all by myself. The reason why I said that is because what I said earlier is how motherfuckers is like using all kinds of robots and shit to fucking do whatever the fuck they're doing. I'm sorry, man. I don't agree. Period. Motherfuckers, Pays will tell you, man, we come from the school, you do that shit yourself. You write your own rhymes, you make your own beats, you learn how to DJ on your own. That's where we come from. We come from that school. And you didn't copy nobody. You had your own twist, your own angle. Period. Period. How do you feel about big producers or managers, for example, like Scott Storch or Rosenberg, gatekeeping artists? You think it's business? One good foot. I'm going to answer that in a second, man. So I really don't pay attention. Undead, Metal Viking, what's going on? So I think I stopped paying attention to the whole like Grammy and who's where, because here, look, let's be honest. And I'm sure we are all very well aware of this. Okay? It's rigged. It's rigged. The whole shit is rigged. It's been rigged. When recently there was a clip of some lady from the Grammys saying it's rigged, and blah 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 blah. I've always known that because you got to pay for ad space on the radio stations. You got to pay for everything. You got to pay for everything, man. You got to pay to be number one on a chart. So when Pharaoh Mon said, how is it that I forgot how he said it on the song Stress. Why do you think something is dope just because they play it 20,000 times a day? He said that on his song. You're programmed to think a lot of these songs are hits. When you choose my music or Pays' music or Nonfiction or fucking Jedi Mind Trick, we're not paying for you to choose it. We're just putting it on a plate and saying, here, do you want this? Do you like this? And you guys choose it or you don't. Other artists are paying for the placement. It's been like, yo, when we used to have stores like Tower Records, let me educate y'all real quick in case y'all didn't know. When we had stores like Tower Records and fucking Sam Goody and all of these fucking stores, you had to pay to put your tape or CD in the right position so that when a customer came in the store and they saw your shit on the top shelf, they would just instinctually buy it because it was right there. That's what it is. And I know this because I worked at one of those big record stores called Coconuts. It became FYE. But I worked there, and that's how it was. We had a fucking, if somebody in the record label paid for a certain band or a certain rapper to be in a position in the store, you had to put it on the shelf, on the top shelf, or the cardboard cutout or anything. You have to pay for these things. It's not because the fans thought it was amazing and therefore we had to, all that shit was paid for. And so for me to think, oh, motherfuckers like this commercial artist, this pop artist, man, they're really killing. No, man, they're paying for that shit. On top of the fact, a lot of pop artists have an entire staff putting their shit together, their music, their look, their fucking walk, their everything. They have a staff. What you get from me is me. Sure, there are maybe people along in my journey that have influenced or inspired or motivated or gave me their 2 cents, and either I took the advice or I didn't. But that's it. That's all that has happened. I didn't pay anybody anything. So that's why I don't, it is what it is, man. It is what it is. Thank you, Tazmax. Now, I will say that sometimes something happens where somebody who is actually worthy gets the love. Like, for instance, I think personally, the new De La Soul album is one of the albums of the year, and I think they should get a Grammy. That's what I think. I'm not sure if they ever won a Grammy as De La Soul. Maybe they did with the Gorillas, but I think they deserve it. I don't think there's, like aside from them, the Clips, Mob Deep, albums that we're all talking about this year. You know what I mean? Right. I hear you, Deegan. I hear you. But we're just talking about the overall vibe of uh, the whole bullshit of it. But if I had to play both sides of the argument, I would prefer to see artists that actually, put in that kind of work being rewarded for it. And the top of my list is De La Soul this year. I'm sure that De La Soul isn't gunning for anything like that. I mean, they're doing a great job right now, just rolling out the album, and it's very genuine. I was with Mace, and I got to ask him about the album, and it was therapy, and they've been saying in public it was therapy for them. They lost their brother. Now, does the Grammy help that? Not necessarily, but I think any other, like I said, the only other rappers that I could see getting that is Mobb Deep and fucking the Clips this year, as far as that higher level, like whatever have you, off the head. I also think Vinny Paz put out an incredible album this year. It's fucking killer. It's killer. Anyway, but yeah, overall, like fuck the Grammys. I just think that Jazz Spastics and Monumental got album of the year. Deegan. Okay, I hear you. Everybody's, Silos, has anyone ever bit me? I think there's certain people that are inspired by what I do, and they might take from what I'm doing the same way I did. And I'm gonna play it fair. When I came up in this game and I was just a kid, KRS Rock, him and them, they were already killing it. Wu Tang, Nas, all of that. And I couldn't help but be inspired by it. I couldn't help but take little tidbits of things that I thought were dope. But then what is supposed to happen, what happened for me is that when you do something like that, eventually you're supposed to evolve into who you're supposed to become. And then all of a sudden, none of that. What's up, Jay Devil? None of that, all of that other stuff gets shedded off, right? And so that's what you hope happens. So for those that have taken from me or from the arsonist, that's cool as long as those people have evolved and came into their own style, because I did that. I think most artists do that. You come in the game and you're inspired by an artist that came before you, and you take little tidbits of information and tidbits of technique and whatever have you. But then as years go by, you become your own. And so it's all good. Good for thank you. Exactly, Deegan. That's and I appreciate that. You know, people have asked me, Jay Bugsy, I'm gonna answer that. So people have asked me about the arsonist a lot, and it's dope that you brought that up because I'm about to say I'm gonna go a little in depth as to why doing an arsonist album would be challenging. First of all, let's say the obvious. We don't hang like we used to. We barely catch up with each other at this point. We've all grown and got families and life, and you know, you evolve, and everybody just goes their way. The formula that made As the World Burns work was the fact that number one, we hung out every fucking day. That can't happen just because of life itself. Number two, there were circumstances that you know, we were all fucking broke, we were young, fucking mother necessity. We didn't have this type of sampler, that type of recorder, so we had to fucking rig things and make things happen. And there's so many variables as to why As the World Burns worked the way it did. And those variables don't even exist. They don't even exist. Where we used to record was like for primarily in the beginning, it was at my mom's house in Gravesend, Brooklyn. Then it was at Destroy's mom's house in Bushwick. And then I opened up the studio in Classen Avenue. All of those things are gone. So when you take away these things that helped us become who we were, you're not going to get the same outcome. We did toy around with the idea of renting a cabin so that we would all be in each other's presence and just keep, but you know, our lives are all very different. Our lives are all very different. And so that's why, you know, that's why it's just not gonna, I don't know if it'll happen in the future, but currently where we're at right now, there's no indication that says we're gonna do anything right now. Thank you, Lodax. I appreciate that. Thank you. Um, exactly, Detroit. Thank you for that. Exactly. So Jay Bugsy, would I ever do a reggaeton song? Not, I wouldn't go out of my way to do one. Um, I gotta bring this shit closer so I can fucking. There we go. That's better, son. I just fucking. Um, wait a second. I'm trying to adjust this shit, man. Okay. Nope, that's not gonna work. All right. So the reggaeton question, I wouldn't go out of my way to do it because out of respect, it's not my wheelhouse. But I did jump on two of Tony Touch's reggaeton albums. It didn't feel like what I did on there was reggaeton, but I am on two of his albums. And one of them, what's crazy is one of them is me, Tony, and Pitbull. Y'all didn't know that, huh? But yeah, that definitely got done. What's up, Solace? What's going on? Nomadic, what's the deal? Um, but yeah, I wouldn't go out of my way to do it because I'm not from that planet. So I would be full of shit if I'm like pursuing something. Like doing rock was something that I always wanted to do, and my mom was a singer-songwriter with my uncle. They were already doing like some hippie folk type of rock when I was a child. And so I was always surrounded by that. And rock was actually my first love. And then when hip hop hit, that was it. But rock was always there. And if it wasn't for Crazy Legs, there'd be no Stillwell, there'd be no nothing. So it's like that is now currently, because I've been doing it for 20 years. Now it's part of my repertoire. But I wasn't fronting. I was in pursuit of wanting to do rock music. I don't I for reggaeton, I don't have it. Like it's not calling me. You know what I mean? So it's not something that I would pursue. Not out of being a dick, like, oh fuck, I don't like that music. I'm not on that vibe. It's just more like it's not something that calls to me. So that's the answer. Chop Logic. Chop Logic. I'm in LA now. That's the deal. I haven't been working with any younger artists as far as hip hop is concerned. It has crossed my mind. Somebody asked me on one of these a while ago, have I ever produced? And I gotta go to my website or have somebody go to my website and unearth it. But I did put together an album where I produced like 10 unknown rappers, and it's all my beats. And I got to get the link so I could put it up, and so that people, if they want to hear, I don't even know where these rappers are these days. I know one of them is my verse. She's a battle rapper that fucking killed it. But aside from that, a lot of the rappers that I produced for on that album, I don't even know where they're at in their lives. So who knows? Um, yeah, Freddie Madball is definitely in Killer Collage. It was dope having him there. Made a small lyric video sampling your joint psychological warfare zone. Oh, that's dope, man, Deegan. That's really cool. The lung room, what's the deal? Chop Logic, it's all cool, man. It's all cool. I have to get the link before you look for that album, Chop. I have to look for it. I don't know where I put it. Yes, Silos. I'm out in LA. I moved here about 4.5, 5 years ago. And it's been good, man. As you can see, I've been very productive out here and been dropping albums and singles and whether it's rap or rock, and just been staying very prolific with what I do. And now I'm doing live feeds twice a week, so the whole shit has been crazy for me. Thank you, Silos. I appreciate that, man. I appreciate that. J Devil, Stillwell. I don't have any updates for anyone as of now, but check out my band Mother Fuzz. If you go to my bio page, there's an at there. It says Mother Fuzz. Ray Luzier from Korn plays drums on all the singles, but that's as far as rock music. That's the only update that I have right now. That's what I'm currently working on is Mother Fuzz. Detroit, yes, you are, man. You are. Psycho Realm, Dilated Peoples, Evidence, uh, the whole Hieroglyphics crew, Freddie Gibbs, man. See, you know the deal. So, J Devil, that's the situation. Thank you for the question. Um, all good, Detroit. We here to help each other. We here to help each other. I'll throw it up. You alley oop it. Or I'm not a basketball. I think I alley oop it and you slam it. Something like that. Word. Don't forget on YouTube, the super chats and the super stickers are up for your donations. I greatly appreciate it. Thank you in advance. I already got some, but thank you in advance for that. Thank you. Thank you so very much. Um, what else we got going on today? So when you go to qunique.com, check out the shop as well. There's a lot going on there, man. All types of merch. Yeah, Nomadic. So Nomadic over here, he brought up the fact that Sonny Sandoval from POD is dropping an album. I'm on 2 songs on the album. I produced both songs that I'm on. Uh, so you'll be able to hear that. And I might have more information as far as me and Sonny working down the line. But right now, I am on that album, the Sonny Dread album, Sonny Sandoval from POD dropping a solo album. It's coming out December 11th, so stay tuned. And the 2 tracks that I'm on, I also produced. So thank you for that, Nomadic. And like I said, I'll have even more information after the fact, but stay tuned for that. Chemical, what's going on? Welcome. Jay Bugsy, yes. And the two tracks that I'm on, it's straight up rap. Like Sonny's, as you heard, the Talk to God joint that I produced, that me and Sonny are trading bars. He's spitting straight up, straight up. Knew the boy had it in him. But yeah, it's been an honor to work with Sonny. I've known Sonny for a long time, and obviously with Wov and myself in Stillwell, and you know, POD homies have always been, been awesome, and it's been great working with Sonny. So stay tuned. December 11th. My favorite beat machine is the MPC 2000 XL. That's what I matured into. Obviously these days I'm more of a I use Pro Tools, and I use my keys and trigger and all of that. But when I was coming up, my favorite shit was always the MPC. I produced all the Arsonist shit, Vengeance is Mine, Between Heaven and Hell, all on that MPC. I went nuts on that. And so that was my instrument, the MPC 2000 XL. Rudy Renteria, my thoughts on underground LA 90s, it was fucking beautiful. And as a member of the Arsonist, when we've had our opportunities, when we had our opportunities to come out here and do shows, it was always amazing for us because we got to be able to meet some of these people and do shows with them out here and all of that stuff. So it's been amazing, and I you know it's a beautiful scene. It was a beautiful scene then, and it's a beautiful scene now, for real. Seriously, seriously. Let me see. What's going on, Jordan? What's the deal? UGRR recording. What's going on? Thank you. I appreciate that. Beneficial. What's going on? Chop Logic. I'm gonna listen to that recent bomb. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate it. Chop Logic. Also, check out my recent full-length release, Royal Blood. I think you'll dig it. The whole Royal Blood album was produced by Jake Palumbo, and I'm really happy with that album, man. It came out really dope, man. Thank you. Rudy, of course, man. Of course. And I'm speaking truth, man, because like I mentioned earlier, I'm actually working, we're wrapping up an album. It's myself with DJ Repmatic. He produced Repmatic from the Beat Junkies and from the Visionaries. He produced the whole album, and it's coming out next year. And I've been very fortunate enough and blessed to be living out here right now and going to events and meeting a lot of these dudes that I've known for a while, but different now because I'm out here. And it's a beautiful scene out here, man. I'm just speaking truth. So that's the deal. Of course, New York hip hop is Mecca, but overall, not trying to downplay it, but everybody has a beautiful scene. Like, even if you go, like, I remember in the 90s, Arsonist going to Paris, France, and we got to see the French hip hop scene, and it's fucking amazing, man. Like, you, even though you don't understand, like, I don't speak French, but like listening to Science Super Crew and I Am and all of them dudes, Joey Starr, all of them dudes is just beautiful, man. So it's like every area of the world now has a beautiful scene in hip hop, and that's just really how I feel, man, for reals. Detroit, yeah. Sick Jack and his beast. Deegan, no doubt. Pascal, what's going on? So Jay Bugsy asked, what made me write Green Grass? This is a great question because Green Grass was a surprise hit for me. And what's fascinating about the song Green Grass is that when I wrote it, I intended it to be like to lighten the mood for Between Heaven and Hell, that album Between Heaven and Hell. I didn't know it was going to turn into what it did. And I think it's largely because of the video, and the track is really fucking cool. Um, but yeah, I it's one of those things where I took my experiences with my dad being a weed head, and the comedy about um growing up with a dad who was like, into drugs, and that's how that song was birthed. It was one of those things where I trying to remember just certain things about my dad, and funny things, though. Not, I didn't want to go down I already did Father's Day and all of those songs to set up. So I wanted to find something funny about it, because there's always funny in tragedy. There's always comedy in tragedy. And so that was the whole point of it, was to find some lighthearted subject matter about weed and put it in the middle of Between Heaven and Hell, so that way it kind of lightened up the album. And then it became like a favorite off the album. It's like, holy shit, okay, this is cool. I didn't did that wasn't what I intended, but that's what happened. So thank you, Nomadic. Yeah, the album is it's coming out dope, man. I'm really excited about it. Thank you, Reef. I appreciate that. The vid is wild, and at the time, the vid was cutting edge. Nobody had done that. The director is from London. His name is Ian Pons Jewell, and he fucking murdered it. He murdered it, man. He killed that video, man. It was one of those, and the thing is, it was so new, and the concept was so left field that at first I was terrified. I was like, oh shit, like this is what we're gonna release, huh? Because I never seen anything like it, and it worked. It's the most viewed qunique video on the planet with almost 1 million views. It's the most viewed. Hilarious, man. Exactly, Trevor. You got it. You know the deal, Trevor. Olek, what's going on? Jordan. Far Side. Yes, yes. Far Side are legends. Um, so yeah, man, you guys are awesome, man. I let me just stop and say one thing, man. I was talking about early, like being the type of lyricist that I am, and the school that I graduated from, which is, you did your own thing. And also the other thing was, when you came up in the school of MCing that I did, we all were trying to like somehow be like Rakim in many ways. And one of those things was to be elusive and kind of like almost like a ghost in many ways. And I remember talking to OC once, and he reiterated that thought process. It was like, we on our Rakim shit. I was like, yeah, I forgot that's how we all came up. We were all just trying to let the words speak for us. And obviously, times have changed, and getting your attention has definitely changed a great deal. So doing these live feeds is just it's definitely foreign for somebody like me, but you guys make me enjoy it. You really do. And I try to be as honest as I can on these fucking things. And you guys have just made this whole experience just very pleasant, very I'm always smiling, and you guys ask great questions, you guys make great comments, you guys make incredible points, and I truly appreciate it. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. Thank you for making this like something that I look forward to, something that I'm having fun with, and everything from, like I said, your comments, your questions, your statements, your points of view, in YouTube, the super, the donations, buying merch, everything as a planet, you guys have just made awesome. And I greatly appreciate it. So thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much. Oh, it's all good, Rudy. It's all good. Ja, what's the deal? 133rd Psalms. Mother's Love should be on. It's on one of the Legacy series. I don't remember if it's on part one or part two, but you gotta look up qunique Legacy series. There's two parts, and Mother's Love is on one of them. The beat has been redone, and that's because originally the original version on the mixtape, I rapped it on a Jay-Z beat, which I wish I never did, but I did. Not because of Jay-Z, but because it's just not cool. I think now, I prefer to work with a producer and get the song done. Thank you, Chop Logic. I appreciate that. No matter, you funny, man. DJ Axe, what's the deal? Yo, DJ Axe, you're not DJ Axe from Power Rule, are you? Keith, what's going on? Thank you, Playing Dead. Thank you. What's up? What's up, baby? Reef, yes. Um, so somebody asked about 133rd Psalm. So when I did the album with Jake Palumbo, which is Royal Blood, which is one of my more recent releases, the first beat he sent me was that beat. And listen, my brother passed away, and he was my baby brother, but he was only my baby brother by 2 years. So if you could imagine, we were very close. We were separate in a sense of he had his way of being, and I had my way of being, but we were very close. And so losing my brother was fucking nuts. That's just probably the best way I could put it. It was something that you can't. There's no remedy to it. You just have to fucking bear with it for the rest of your life. And so when Jake hit me with the beat for 133rd Psalm, for some reason, I couldn't even tell you, because sometimes when I write a song, whether it's in rock or hip hop, sometimes I have to think about where I'm going to go with it, and sometimes you just become an antenna. And what I mean by that is you Rakim said it best. Let me use Rakim as what's up, Mary? Love you, Mary. Ladies and gentlemen, Mary Sierra, somebody who has been working with me, been one of my greatest friends. She's awesome. Mary's resume is crazy, son. She's worked with everyone from the Gravediggers, all the Dougie Fresh, y'all. That's an OG right there. Salute to Mary Sierra, y'all. Give us some love for reals. Luis Cabrera, what's going on? Um, so what I was getting at with 133rd Psalm, Rakim said something in his book. He said sometimes when you're writing, it becomes God consciousness. And what he meant was sometimes the words come from an unknown place, an unknown source. You just don't know why it's happening. This has happened to me a few times with certain songs. One of the songs is 133rd Psalm, which is on Royal Blood. I think if I had to get spiritual on y'all for a second, it just felt like my brother was tapping me on the shoulder, like, hey, don't forget me. Hey, man, you've written songs about mom, dad. You've mentioned me in songs, but don't forget me. And as soon as the beat played, the words just came out. And the first verse is comparing our opposites. Excuse me if I get emotional. Just bear with me. The first verse is us comparing our how we were opposite. Blood brothers, one blood brothers first fourth zodiac. January, February, March, April, May, June. I don't remember what the fuck I'm doing right now. Sorry, my emotions all over the place. I don't remember the words. I haven't performed the song quite. I haven't performed the song a lot, like I performed One Shot or something else. But Blood Brothers, Fourth Zodiac, we love summer. So that means we were born. We're summer babies. I was born in June. My brother was born in July. That's how close. Fourth Zodiac is Cancer. We are both Cancerians. And so Thor and Loki, one's chaos, one's thunder. Both with parachutes, one without a ripcord. One's a Jedi Knight, one of them's a Sith Lord. One's a cop, one's a robber. So I was showing y'all how we were opposites in that first verse. And then in the second verse, what I did was I showed you how close we were. We would walk, and it's true. When we were both born in Brooklyn, and we were born and raised on Avenue U in the Gravesend section of Brooklyn. And as children, I'm talking like 4 or 5 years old, we would walk down the block on Avenue U, arm over arm, like this, and just walk to the store. That's how close we were as children. We had each other. That's all we had. We had friends, of course, in school, but when you grow up with a sibling and money is non-existent and you're broke, you just have each other. You know what I mean? And so the song just happened. It's me not even writing. You got to remember that these days I don't write. I process it here and then I just say it into the mic. And that's how that song was birthed. And to me, that's the most powerful song on that album. And it's an important song to me. It's one of the most important songs of my catalog. And I miss my brother daily, daily. It's not even just a month or the time of the year. It's like a daily thing. And certain songs just fucking turn it on. Alice in Chains, Wood, turns it on immediately. I just think of him. That's just to give you an example. It's crazy. What's crazy about that song, you brought up 133rd Psalm, my song on the Royal Blood album. And what's crazy is when the song was done and I had to review it, I practically cried like maybe the second or third time around of reviewing it and listening to it. It was just that deep. It was just very fucking hard to get through the fucking thing. And then, matter of fact, no, I'm bullshit. Where the floodgates open was when we were editing the video. Because when you're editing a video, you have to listen to the song over and over and over. And it was fucking brutal, son. Brutal. What's up, DJ Tech? Salute to you. It was brutal, but in a beautiful way. Not brutal like, that's disgusting. It was brutal like, man, I really miss this motherfucker. And I'm listening to what I said to him and I'm thinking about him. And it's like, it was a whole fucking like process of watching the video get edited and sitting next to the editor and fucking just like, man, fuck, I keep on listening to these lyrics over and over again. So yeah, but at the end of the day, I tell anybody just, that's one of those songs that I'm very proud of. I think my love to my brother is definitely captured in that song perfectly. Perfectly. Our brotherhood relationship, everything is just captured perfectly. To West Coast. Who knows, man? I know you can keep on saying it. It's not up to me, homie. Shout out to Tiara, working, getting that work in. Much love to you and my homie Rudy. Salute to y'all. Peace. Asher, what's going on? Medicine, what's the deal? To West Coast. Mad love to you, man. Thank you for that. For reals. So that's the story of 133rd Psalm, man. Oh, of course, Rudy, I got you. So that's the story. Medicine. It would be crazy. I we have to see what's up. It's we'll see. Not gonna say anything. We'll see. And if for some reason it doesn't go that way, I'd love to be on that stage as well. So we'll see how things. Remember, next year I'm putting out a whole album with DJ Repmatic. So there's a lot of work to be done next year as far as qunique and Repmatic is concerned. So we'll see. Either way, baby. You know what I mean? Rivety Smalls, what's going on? That's what's up, too, West Coast. Mad love to you. Of course. So anyway, y'all, where we at? Yes, a whole album with Rat, and excuse me, 99.9 of it is done already. We're just doing all the structures, the mixes, and already got all the collabs. Waiting on one collab, and the album is pretty much done. I'm excited. Was super excited to be able to do a whole album with Repmatic on the beats, and obviously his turntable skills and all of that. So yo, man, just get ready, man, because me and Rhett had a blast doing this album. For reals, man. Oh, of course, Reef. Thank you, man. Thank you for hanging out. Is Nas part of it? I wish, J Bugsy. That'd be nuts. That would be fucking incredible, son. Thank you, Taz Mangs. Thank you, man. Thank you very much. I can't tell you who's on the album yet. I don't want, like, I want to save it. I don't want to get too ahead of myself. I still have one more song dropping this year on December 12th. So if you want to pre-save it, hit the link in the bio. It's called Put It in the Air, or go to qunique.com, q-unique.com, and you could pre-save the how I'm closing up 2025, man. Oh, okay, that's what's up, Nomad. Thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you, Detroit. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. So, yo, fellas, ladies, everyone, I think we're going to close it up. I think it's time for me to, after I just poured my heart and soul out, or get legs on the phone. After I poured my heart and soul out about 133rd Psalm, it's time for me to roll up some weed, put a smile on my face, and just, enjoy the weekend. But what I want to say to y'all again is thank y'all for hanging with me. Thank y'all for, coming to these live feeds and all of that. Thank you. Thank you, Vinnick. Thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you, Detroit. So I want to, again, thank y'all. Thank you for the donations on YouTube. Thank you for hitting up the website. Thank you for everything y'all guys are doing. Thank you for your support. It means a great deal to me. Thank you so very much, man. But have a beautiful weekend, and spread love. Be safe out there, and don't forget, next Wednesday we come back here again for Live in the Lab, live from the lab with qunique. Yours truly. We got a whole new subject. We're going to be talking about the Black Coffee album, which turns 9 this Sunday. And I'll see you next Wednesday, man. Mad love to y'all. All right? Peace. Ending it here. And wait. Call your brother for real, man. Draw heat, baby. See you, JJ. La Familia, baby. Y'all be safe. Much love. Peace.